Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
And welcome to the show. Today we're discussing an amazing cabin in the Broken Bow area. And after the break, we discuss a story from the Oklahoma Council of Public Affairs. I'm Brett.
And I am Harley.
November is in full swing. And you know what? When I think of this, how do I say it? When I think of times of year where you go elsewhere, you look for the cabin, the nice little cozy cabin in the woods.
Yes.
It's a cozy cabin, but it sleeps 30 people.
Yeah. It's a pretty badass
This
cabin.
is not... if you're looking for quaint, I love this cabin. This cabin's badass. But if you're looking for quaint, nah. This ain't quaint. This ain't quaint. But before we jump into the Slideaway Hideaway, we did our annual trek through Haunt the Zoo.
Yes.
So...
Hold on.
What?
Did you do the adults version?
No.
Okay, so you did the kids version.
I actually had a video, but I didn't get the time to put it together because I don't know if you remember what it's like to take small kids anywhere. It's an event to get ready for the event. Sometimes it's an event at the event, and then by the time you're done with the event, you're in the middle of an episode. And by episode, I mean a mental breakdown.
So, outside of the tiny terrorists
Right.
that you have in your house,
The normal tropes of taking kids anywhere.
how was the event?
It was actually really cool. There's about, I don't know, it felt like 100 stations of candy, but they have a pretty good organized pathway.
Mm-hmm.
But it was packed. And it was because it was the last day.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I don't like, if I had one complaint, and I'll save it for the end. So we each got a bag. Well, Mason got one, which means one of the adults, being me,
Right.
had to get the candy. I would never look him in the eye. I felt guilty because I just put my bag under there because they had little chutes. Some of them would put it actually in the bag for you, but a lot of them had the PVC chutes. We're still kind of doing that thing. I don't know. I think there's you can make an irrigation system with that stuff.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's silliness. That's like 1980s. There's razor blades in the candy silliness.
Well, or 2000.
We're not talking about it. We canceled it.
We did cancel.
Yes.
We're not going to talk the thing that shall not be named.
Yes.
But other than that, it went pretty smoothly. No, the one kid that you would think would be a holy terror was not. Actually, both kids were really good. And what's funny about Mason, he walks, but he stayed in the wagon the whole time, didn't complain, but he was tuckered out.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, I think you just get tired of riding around. So kids slept good. We got candy. We donated most of it, honest to goodness, to a food pantry. So somebody's going to get some free candy, but I had tons of fun. It's a pretty cool deal they've got out there. And because it was the last day, they made an announcement because they had pumpkins, like a ton of pumpkins. They're like, if you see a pumpkin, take one. We took like 3. I've got 3 pumpkins in the back of my Tahoe. I have no idea what to do with them because, fun fact, the bigger pumpkins, they're not for baking. The small ones are for baking. So I'm going to have to make I don't know, it may be we may have Thanksgiving jack-o'-lanterns out front.
I approve.
So, but yeah, tons of fun. Had a lot. I did makeup on my face. The theme was the family of clowns. Everybody dressed up, painted their face. It was a good time. Lots of people out there. Highly, highly recommend it if you go next year. And if you're kid free, they also do an adult one. But if you're looking for another way to relax, if you want to get away from the kids.
You mean if you want to chill out after going to Haunt the Zoo?
Right. If you're trying to slide away, hide away, get away, this cabin, can we say it again?
The Slideaway Hideaway Cabin
is bad to the bone.
Okay. It's hard to explain. You have to look at the pictures.
You really do.
I know we do an audio podcast, but you have to look at the
right.
pictures.
You can't. There's no mukbang that we could do. There's no ASMR that we could do to describe this cabin.
No.
And if you're thinking cabin, take everything you've ever thought about the word cabin, the term cabin, the pronoun cabin, and flip it completely upside down.
Yeah, for starters, it is super luxurious.
Very
But
luxurious.
it's also whimsical. Would that be a word that you would use to describe this cabin?
Well, and when we get to the features, some of the features, I think the whimsical, I think people will go, they'll understand. Especially, like I said, you really have to see this thing.
Yeah. It's located in Timber Creek near Broken Bow Lake and Beavers Bend State Park. It's close to tons of restaurants and shopping, and obviously the outdoors.
Well, and if you're from this part of the country and have been for any length of time, when you say Broken Bow and Beavers Bend, cabins, it is the cabin capital of the state of Oklahoma.
Cabins, water, it's gorgeous.
It's every, and it, you know, again, we talk about how richly diverse the geographical landscape is. What I love about down there, it's not that I don't like here, but it looks nothing like here.
Yeah, it's completely different. Yeah. And from this cabin, you'll have like gorgeous panoramic views of the Kiamichi Mountains, Broken Bow Lake. It's really kind of a secluded mountain getaway, but you're still close
to civilization.
Right. But not too close. You're not going to hear anything, but 20-minute drive, you can be out of the woods, so to speak.
If you're a glamper, this is probably a glamping experience cranked up to an 11.
I would say it's way higher than that.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
For starters, you're talking about, I don't know how tall these doors are, but these huge iron front doors.
Yeah.
They're like 16 foot tall.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The
man.
whole front of it is glass.
Yeah. It's like I can't even, a mansion. It's like a mansion. It's a mansion in the woods.
It really is, but it's still
that has that cabin appeal.
Yeah, it still looks like a cabin. I don't understand the combination, but it's 3 stories, thousands of square feet of living area, and this is like one of those things where you can kind of relax in, like exuberant overindulgence.
Yes. Can we touch on the whimsical?
Yes.
When you told me about this cabin, and you said to me, Brett, there is a slide, a 3-story slide in the middle of the living room. I was like, is this this is MTV Cribs. This is like a rapper's getaway.
So, but again, you can't even just say the words and it convey the information. This is what appears to be a 3-story high spiral chrome slide. And
you know what the thing about the chrome is? Dude, you'll come zipping down that thing.
It looks like it's made out of mirror.
Dude.
But it reminds me, though, of like the stuff that when you were a kid and, you were, exploring unusual places and you always wanted the secret passageways or the zip lines to get from one place to another. Or like the fire poles from Ghostbusters. Yeah. Like, but legitimately, it's right there. And
I would never take the stairs. You would never catch me taking the stairs.
Yeah, I think
you'd have to fight me for that bed on the 3rd floor too. I'm sleeping at the tip top of that son of a gun.
Yeah. On top of that, though, there's another spiral staircase outside. So you have
staircase, spiral staircase,
not spiral staircase. There's another spiral slide outside.
Wow.
It's clear as opposed to being the chrome mirror finish.
My son, Carson, you're familiar. He loves to slide. This would be a dogfight. It would be an absolute bloodbath if I had to told him no.
Your son would wear himself out in 20 minutes.
There's not a question.
He'd run up 3 flights of stairs 100 times in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he'd be out cold.
Santa Claus could show up and go, "Hey, kid, I'm here early." And he wouldn't. He could get 2 craps.
But there are really surprises throughout.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about some of them because some of them kind of... they have to be brought up in the conversation.
Yeah.
But there's a whole lot of just unusual, neat weirdness to this place.
Right. There's that. It's got that kind of niche with a kitsch. There's some. You know what I mean? It just has that. It's just an unusual. as cabiny, is that a word? As cabiny as this is. The minute you throw in, number one, I've never seen a three-story cabin. Number two, I've never seen a three-story slide. Number three, I've never seen a three-story slide inside of a three-story cabin with another one outside.
Yeah, no, it's insane. But as far as amenities go, you're talking a huge, and when I say huge, I mean huge, chef-grade commercial kitchen, fully stocked, fully kitchen.
Yeah.
You have a party-sized, I mean, like, legitimately, bring in a DJ, party-sized rain shower. Mm-hmm. They've got a chandelier-lit master tub. Dude, who has a chandelier over their bathtub?
You, if you stay the weekend.
Apparently.
Or the week.
But check this one. You know they have 2 slides?
Uh-huh.
They have more than one movie theater in this Airbnb.
Jeez. More than one?
More than one. Multiple movie theaters.
So the girls can watch the romantic comedies over here. The guys can watch Die Hard.
Right. And when Die Hard's over, they have a gaming room. You can play poker, shuffleboard, pool.
Right.
You might actually
play me in a game.
No, I won't, because I already won. I'm the all-time winner.
You're a bastard. But anyway.
Yeah. But when you're done with the games, it's time to start winding down. You pop open a beer, hop in the 8-person hot tub. Or you could hop into the other 8-person hot tub, because there's more than one 8-person hot tub.
Yeah, man. Hey, Christmas. Just in time for Christmas.
Absolute. Dude, I think this would probably be the ultimate Christmas vacation destination.
Can you imagine? You could just turn it into your own little North Pole city.
If you look at their website, they regularly decorate it for the Christmas season.
Oh, man.
It's gorgeous. Its words will not do it justice. Just go take a peek.
I've stayed in cabins. You've stayed in cabins. Not like this.
Oh, yeah.
I've stayed in cabins where the microwave doesn't work and the doorknob sticks. Not here.
I've stayed in a ton of Airbnb cabins in Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. A lot of them, the bathroom door has, like a secret to get it to shut or lock. It's a cabin, and they're great for what they are.
Yeah.
But this doesn't belong in the same category, even though technically they are.
Right. It's like staying in the AAA motel and you sleeping in your clothes on top of the sheets. It doesn't compare even to a Holiday Inn Express.
Yeah. True. One of the things that was not at the AAA motel in Littleton, Oklahoma, the 2 jetted hot tubs overlooking the expansive pine scenery.
Yeah, I don't think they had a hot tub at the AAA. Okay. Definitely not.
Definitely did not. They also didn't have the 4D zero gravity massage chairs, the indoor and outdoor fireplaces.
Jeez.
Dude, every floor of this cabin, air quotes, has a full wraparound deck.
Gosh.
With barbecue equipment, views for days, outdoor fireplaces, deck bars. It's ridiculous.
This is how you know and nothing against the game of horseshoes. But this is how you know you're staying in a high-quality establishment. Bocce ball.
Oh, yeah. They have bocce ball equipment all set up, horseshoes, cornhole, or what has to be the biggest fire pit that I've ever seen in my entire... It looks like there's 25 chairs around the fire pit.
It's big enough to, like if
you wanted to have a Viking funeral
or a human sacrifice, roast a pig,
you might have to get some sort of special authorization from the state or something, but I think you could probably pull it off in this fire pit.
I'm surprised. It's such a nice place. I'm surprised they don't have High Line. Remember that game? You remember it it was big in Florida. You take the big scooper thing with the ball. It's in the beginning of the Miami Vice theme.
I have no idea what
you're talking about. It's a big fancy game.
Okay, fancy game. Cool.
I've never played bocce ball, though.
It's fun.
Is it?
Have you not played it?
No, I've botched a lot of other things. I've never botched a ball before. Okay, so we're talking about if a fire pit has 20, you're saying 25 chairs around it.
Yeah.
How many beds do you need for all these people?
So, again, you hinted at it.
Okay.
This place will sleep 32 people. It has 7 bedrooms, 6 full bathrooms. 4 of the bedrooms are king-size suites with an ensuite bathroom.
Oh.
2 of them are 2 queen beds, and then 2 have 2 bunk rooms.
Yeah.
So it's a ton of this isn't like it sleeps 32, but you're sleeping on the pull-out couch or something.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
legitimately 32 real beds.
Not 32 in a sleeping bag.
Right. But
That's unheard of. It's absolutely unheard of.
Again, I think this would be a fabulous Christmas trip if you had family coming in from multiple locations. More than likely, I got to say this is probably booked for the week of Christmas.
Oh, it's got to be.
The general time frame. But yeah, if you've got extended family coming in, you want to do like a corporate retreat or a youth group, I think this is a place that you would never forget. But anyway, if you are looking for a memorable
Seriously.
experience, an experience, like,
Right.
yes, this is a place to sleep, but I really think this is like just memories.
But here's the other situation to that. Broken Bow, southeastern Oklahoma, this time of year is a destination. The fall foliage right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you hear them talk. 1 in 3 people talk about the Talamina Drive down there. If you're going that way, now is the time. It's the perfect opportunity.
Oh yeah,
to do that
for sure.
And if you're looking for more information, you can hit them up about this cabin or any of their other cabins at okidokicabins.com. Coming up after the break, Oklahoma's economy outperformed most states. What gives? Coming up next. So I've noticed something, and I don't know if it's climate change, but 70 degrees, I was complaining the other day. I was like, man, 70 degrees in October. 70 degrees today? I was chilly. And I was thinking to myself, dude, I don't have a hoodie. I barely got a sweatshirt. What am I going to do? And furthermore, you know me. I mean, I'm always wearing something that's got something on it.
Uh-huh.
I want to be able to stand out. You know what I mean? Other than the fact that I'm so cold that these are standing out right here. It's chilly. What do I do?
Hoodies are an important tool in the marketing of your small business.
Yes. And some say shorts don't go with hoodies, but
they're wrong.
They're wrong. They're
Yeah,
dead wrong.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah, but if you need, and that's one of the things though, it's hard to take your t-shirt design
To another level?
and move it over to a hoodie. Like
Yeah.
I like zip-up hoodies.
Yeah.
You can't do a t-shirt design on a zip-up hoodie.
Because it splits it right down the
So
middle.
you got to have something a little different. Yeah, but if you need help making that transition, coming up with a new design for your hoodies, reach out to our friend Ronnie Davenport, firefighter screen printer over at Tailboard Apparel.
At tailboardapparel.com, or you can give them a call.
At 405-517-2174.
So a fun subject. Moving on from something fun to something, I love this stuff. It's good. Well, good news.
I'm listening.
When you're thinking about planning your next trip, just know that Oklahoma economically is in the best shape compared to most states in the union.
Yeah, this is one of those things where, I don't like talking about politics. I'm not a huge politic fan, even though it has come up here and there throughout the show.
I don't know that is there anyone really, though, that they're like, yeah, man, Democrats rock, dude. I don't see people get super excited about politics. But it is nice to see that Oklahoma, you're doing fine, Oklahoma. Economically, we're doing great.
Well, I wouldn't even say that we're doing great. I think the basis of the story that from the Oklahoma Council of Public Affairs
Right.
is basically saying that we did better during COVID, which I know we said we weren't going to say anymore.
You said it.
Minnesota-based study found that Oklahoma's GDP declined by less than most states and that our employment was better than most states. It's a pretty cool article. We'll link to it in the show notes. But Governor Stitt said those results show Oklahoma's policy response, which stressed personal responsibility over broad-based government-imposed shutdowns, was the correct response.
Well, and he went on to say that our pro-freedom and pro-business policies early on in the pandemic have led to record unemployment numbers, the largest savings account in state history, and the ability to cut taxes for every Oklahoman. Now, I don't know if I'm feeling it. Sometimes maybe I'm not in touch enough. When they say, "Well, we're getting taxed a penny," I don't feel it. When we're getting an influx of cash, I guess I don't feel it or see it. I'm inclined to believe it if they say it's true, though.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not huge into politics.
Yeah.
I just think it's important that we touch base on these things when they come up. But I do think that overall, Oklahoma did better. Dude, some of the places around the country, in response to that stuff that we don't talk about anymore on this show, they're still fighting. They're still fighting the stuff that doesn't even make sense to most people.
Right.
Never made sense to most people.
Well, and especially, we talk, because it's kind of our bread and butter. We talk small businesses all the time. How many of those small businesses that were staples in the neighborhood, staples in town, that shuttered, and the ones that were lucky enough to survive,
the ones that were considered essential businesses or whatever.
Right.
Even in Oklahoma, there was a long period of time where you couldn't go to the gym.
You couldn't go to the gym. I mean, you couldn't.
So I think, from that perspective, I think it looks like we made the right choice.
Well, the study also pointed out that between February of 2020 and June 22, the total employment in Oklahoma increased by 2.6%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, how many people are in Oklahoma? I mean,
well, and more importantly, there was a stat somewhere I read that there are 7 million. I think it was Mike Rowe. I think Mike Rowe said that there are 7 million men of working age in the country that have stepped out of the rat race and are on the unemployment rolls or whatever by choice. That there are actually 11 million jobs open.
Yeah.
And 7 million people, or 7 million men in the normal, 20 to 55 range, have voluntarily withdrawn from the workforce.
Well, the study also goes on to point out that 36 states lag behind Oklahoma, and 22 total employment, and 22 of those saw a total employment decline during that time.
That's crazy.
It's insane. So, there's always a hiring sign up. It's what are you willing to do? Again, not a small business, but I saw did we talk about Panda Express is paying kids $18 an hour?
Yeah. Some of those jobs maybe it's the inflation, maybe I'm just getting old, but I see the quality of work coming out of people, and I see the hiring signs on the door with the $1 an hour range of price point that they're hiring people at. And I'm like, these things don't compute. These don't go together.
Well, there used to be a time when you wanted an $18 an hour job. They didn't have a now hiring sign out front. You had to know somebody.
Well, it was like Dayton Tires.
When we were young,
these
are the places that as a guy you wanted to work at that I remember. Dayton Tire,
Tinker,
and GM. Because back there it was like, my dad makes $32 an hour. That was insane. But what are you getting for $18 an hour?
You're
getting the same quality you did at $10 an hour.
Or $7.
Okay,
again, old geezer here. I think I just need to change my Facebook page to old geezer.
GetOffMyLawn.com.
Something. Yeah. Something. But when I was 10, 11 years old, I was literally chopping out stumps for a neighbor.
For $1 a piece? A quarter a piece?
A quarter a piece, dude.
That's
I had to chop out 4 stumps to get $1.
You realize that's 1937 pay right there.
Yeah, but
a quarter a piece.
When you live in the country and you don't have access,
you ain't got 2 nickels to rub together. You'll do it for a quarter a piece.
Yeah. I would spend a whole afternoon working on one.
You know what though? What I like doing this show for free. You know it? I'm just kidding.
If you're out there paying $8 for a coffee being made by somebody who makes a small 1980s fortune per hour.
Can I point something out?
Yeah.
I should never We should never, as a society, have to take a food back to the restaurant. If you're getting paid $18 an hour, it should never be wrong. I should never have it. It should be my McDonald's should look like it came out of a Cordon Bleu Culinary Institute for $18 an hour. Just saying. But you get what you pay for.
But now fast food is ridiculously expensive.
Would you pay your kid $18 an hour to clean his room?
That's ridiculous.
What I'm saying is, you get what you pay for.
No, I think to a degree, yes. But at this juncture in time, I feel like going to a local family-run restaurant, you can eat for the same price as McDonald's is charging and get ridiculously better quality and tasting food.
Well, and we can name off restaurants that we go to on a semi-regular basis that are prime examples of that, and they're not a huge conglomerate. They barely got a .com or may even barely have a social media presence. Mm-hmm. It's a niche situation. You got to dig for it. You got to know somebody. I just wish that they could spread that to the Commonwealth where everyone gets a piece of quality. Like I hate going anywhere to eat.
You sound like a communist right now. I don't know what you're talking about where everybody gets a piece of small business. That's not something that we encourage on the OnlyinOKShow.
No, I'm saying a quality piece of pie. There you go.
Quality pie for everybody? That's communist.
Right? Everyone, what did Marie Antoinette? Let them eat cake? Let everyone eat cake.
Yeah, I'm feeling...
From Shawlee's. Get your cake from Shawlee's.
I'm feeling some real sickle and hammer vibes coming through this microphone.
It's because we have so many Eastern Europeans coming to our Discover Oklahoma page. The Red Dawn is reddawn.com. We're being invaded. If you want to invade our space, though, let us know what you think. Tell us where you're from. Tell them what you've been out there doing. We'd love to hear from you. It's the OnlyinOKShow. New episodes every week. I'm Brett.
And I'm Harley, and we're out of here.
Peace. No, that's the place where people get rolled up in the carpet.
I think the bugs might roll you up in the carpet. Just keep driving. That's all I'm going to say.
I slept under the covers. He didn't. What's that say about me?
No, I slept in a t-shirt. Like I wrapped a t-shirt around my head so the roaches didn't crawl into my ears.
You had the hoodie so tight that I could barely see, like...
Dude, what is up with all of the Ukrainian spam bots trying to sign up for our group?
We want to discover Oklahoma. We learn how to...
No, every single one of them makes a comment like, oh, this is so hot. You want to see something else that's hot?
Do you know what's hot besides a hot dog at the seats? Come see hot lady. I'll show you hot woman with tacos. Huh? I've got the best tacos in Oklahoma. Where are they? It is Anna in Shitska.
Yeah, it's all in Cyrillic. Every single one of them has some half-naked woman in the profile pic.
Why do you sound... You sound like some old conservative dad.
Joined Facebook a week ago. Block.
Was concierge at McDonald's. You know
lives in Zaporizhia. Joined Facebook a week ago. Block.
Funny story about Block. So my cousin Audrey, she messages me, or texts me on my phone and says, hey, do you know this, do you know so-and-so? Or no, she screenshot the person. Do you know this person? They're in the Discover Oklahoma group. It's like, no. Someone over and looked. Well, the lady's selling a bunch of personal items. I thought she was alerting me that, hey, somebody's on your page selling off their shit. So I immediately blocked her. What did I do? I blocked her and deleted her. I said, yeah, thanks for the heads up. I blocked her and deleted her. She goes, I wanted to know if you knew her because I wanted to buy I was looking at her lawnmower. I was like, oh, sorry.
No, it's bullshit anyway.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it was bullshit anyway. Fostering holiday joy. Yeah, decline this one. Somebody reported the Bearded Doe and Company's Old Country Christmas, December 3rd in Coyle, Oklahoma.
They reported that?
They reported it as potential spam.
Okay.
Like, why?
She keeps them all on a shanda in a pretty cabin and let them eat cakes as it just like millions of men. You know what that is?
I know that the...
I don't know, man. I'm just here to have fun. I came here to do two things.
Okie Podcast.
Kick butt and chew spearmint gum. And I'm all out of spearmint. I came here to do two things. Kick ass and chew whatever I want because it's a free country.
Did
and I'm
you
all out of
hear...
Murder. Murder. Creators of ice cream maintenance device sue McDonald's alleged multi-million-dollar repair racket. The lawsuit, followed by Kitsch, accuses McDonald's of spreading false advertising and working with soft-serve ice cream machine manufacturer Taylor Company to create a similar product. A startup called Kitsch created a device to fix notoriously finicky ice cream machines at McDonald's and saw sweet, albeit brief, success. Now the company is shaking up the fast food giant in a new $900 million lawsuit accusing the restaurant chain of ruining its business. A 133-page complaint filed Tuesday in Delaware federal court claims McDonald's sold Kitsch's tech to reverse engineer it and create their own competing product as part of an alleged multi-million-dollar repair racket. Damn.
See, but you can't tell me that there's not, and they probably already have
The
it.
fix isn't in.
More than likely, somebody has a solution.
Yeah.
For, dude, I promise you strap a pump to the side of that thing where it
sanitizes it.
Sanitizes it with bleach water.
Yeah.
Promise somebody could do it.
They just don't want to stay past 11 o'clock.
No.
12 o'clock.
McDonald's is like, why are we paying these $12 an hour?
Yeah.
I'm not buying this sanitize thing or the sanitize option on the Frosty machine.
Yeah.
Because, we're paying these assholes to stand there with their finger in their ass and push a button, that shows 2 quarters, a nickel, and a penny, for the
change.
Yeah.
Hang on a second, real quick. Where are you going? I flew in from L.A. Sorry, sue me. Is this supposed to be a microphone that I can use? Where's the boom mic?
All the news you can use.
I came out of my trailer for this?
Well, listen here, fella.
They said this was going to be community service. I didn't realize it was going to be community torture.
I'm going to have some harsh words for you,
buddy. So what are we doing first?
Mister?
I saw that. I was like, that mother trucker. It's not the name. I know my name. It's the 30 seconds before I say my name is where everything goes to shit.
I'm just trying to keep you on track, bro.
I see my name.
That's me! That's me!
He's got the same name I do. Brett with 2 T's? That's rare. God. It's not Brett Michaels with 1 T. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
3, 2, 1.